Friends, Greg, Newmaster, coming at you again with another action figure review. Today I have Star Wars, the Vintage Collection, the best collection in my opinion, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Wandering Jedi, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe. So I was down at Target the other day, and it was like a gold mine. There are all sorts of new Star Wars figures there. I was thinking to myself, do little kids even collect Star Wars figures anymore? Or is it just all adults? Please, give me your answer in the comments, because I'm really curious about that. Because I'm just like, I know how important action figures were to kids in the 80s and 90s, but I don't even know anymore. Like, do little kids still collect action figures? Just wondering. Let me know what you think. Anyhow, so Obi-Wan Kenobi, super excited for this show. Just couldn't wait for it. And I don't know, I had mixed feelings about it. What I loved was Darth Vader. Darth Vader was awesome in it. They nailed the voice of James Earl Jones, even though it was one of those synthetic robotic voices that they cobbled together. I loved the body actor that they got for him and just the physicality. I love that Hayden Christensen was back. That made me so happy, and to give that guy a second chance. I actually would have liked to have seen more with him. I felt like we didn't get enough of him. What else did I like? The end fight, just like the emotional dialogue between Obi-Wan and Vader was beautiful at the end. What I didn't like, I don't know what's up with the modern Star Wars movies and trying to emasculate the old heroes. Obi-Wan was just completely incompetent in the show for like the first half of the show. I get that he would be depressed and sad, but like just like Luke in The Last Jedi, they would never give up. Like they would never just fall into complete despair. Maybe for like a moment, but then they'd just get back on with it and stay focused on their mission. And the fact that like little tiny child Leia was just like running away from him and everybody, it was so silly. There's so many silly things. Reva, I thought that story was interesting, but it was stupid that she dies twice and is able to survive being impaled by a lightsaber, where Qui-Gon or any Jedi can't survive. But so the Sith magic power is like watered down, where they can just resurrect all the time. I mean, that was a unique thing to the Emperor. That was a unique thing to Darth Plagueis. So, but what? Every Sith can do it now. So they don't die. They get struck down and they just rise right back up. I don't like that. Didn't like that in the show. And then it's just like Reva was so silly. What a waste, honestly. I mean, they could have used like the Grand Inquisitor paired with Darth Vader as the villain. They didn't even need the Inquisitors. They could have just had Vader like mainly, and it would have been better. But anyhow, so I liked it and I didn't like it. I wonder how you guys all felt. So let's get into this figure. I was really excited to get this. Obi-Wan's one of my favorite characters of all time. I love Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. This is actually a little dusty from like Target or whatever, but yeah, he just looks great. What do we have? VC 245. We get Boba Fett from Morak, Reva, Obi-Wan, Anakin as the Padawan, Episode 2 version, Ahsoka's clone trooper, Din Djarin at Morak, Vader, the best Vader figure I've ever seen, and Mandalorian Super Commando in this wave. All right, let's open him up. I cut the bottom just so I could pull him out of the pill. If you guys like the card, nice image from the show. And let's see what he looks like. Yeah, he looks really good. I'm impressed what they're starting to do with these soft good robes. Like, look at the level of detail. This is such a stride forward. Look at the folds on the sleeves. It's nice and rugged looking. His cloak, his Jedi robe. It's not even a Jedi robe at this point. So here he is compared to episode 3 Obi-Wan, which is my favorite Obi-Wan figure. But you know, this was like the standard robe for a while, Jedi robe, and now just look at the level of detail. Very nice, very, very nice. Looking cool. I'm gonna take this off, get a good look at him. Yeah, and he looks really nice. He just looks like a standard farmer, like peasant, almost like a homeless man. His weird like Michael Jackson socks where they like fold over. Let's get a good look at the face. See how they did with that. And I do like the face. I think it looks really good. They really showed the age lines there. It doesn't look detailed in the paint job as some of these do, but it does look very good. Nice texturing in the hair, different shades you can see. It looks really good. So let's take a look at the articulation, which is my favorite part of action figures. I love action figures that can move because so many of the figures in the 80s and 90s had very limited articulation. So great elbow articulation for how small it is at the 3-inch scale. And look, you don't even need the double jointed elbows because it bends over 90 degrees, which is fantastic. We got the nice weapons holding vertical wrist joint. Goes down instead of the typical horizontal, which they would put in the wrist there. Love that. We got the torso articulation, nice cut in the ribs where the abdominals begin, so that's great. Do they give us articulation in the hips? I don't think so. I mean, it turns a little bit, but so there is like a very limited waist cut for whatever reason. We got the nice T-joints, which is great. I love that. In the hips, that's the way it should be from now on with every vintage collection figure. There is a thigh cut too, so you get some articulation there if you want some extra posing movement. Nice articulation in the knee, just a little bit more than 90 degrees, but I would have liked a little bit more. I just love double jointed knees just for nice dynamic posing. Nice ankle articulation. We got the hinge to go up and down, and then we have pivot. Very nice pivot. So a really, really nice figure. I enjoyed the show enough to, and we got the barbell in the head and the neck, so you get extra movement in the neck articulation. I enjoyed the show enough to get this figure. And then I saw it at Target, and I was like, oh yeah, gotta get these, and love this cloak, or robe, whatever you want to call it. Just looks great. And that is Obi-Wan. What else do we have? We have a very beautifully painted standard Obi-Wan blue lightsaber. Nice metallic paint on there. It looks really good. Mine's actually a little bit bent. The hilt is like slightly bent. I'll compare this to the episode 3. Oh, it's way skinnier and smaller than the... Wow, the episode 3 is like longer and thicker. I actually like the episode 3 lightsaber better. It has more girth. You know, looks a lot nicer. So, it's a nice looking lightsaber, but not as nice as it could be. We're going to put that in the hand. Yeah, very slim. Smaller, but not too bad. Get a good look at that there. And what else do we have? He comes with an unlit... Oh, where did my knife go? Sorry everybody. So we got the nice unlit lightsaber. I just like having that extra feature. It's always nice to have the unlit lightsaber. And that will go on the... Does it go on his belt? I don't see a port for... That's interesting. So there's no port for it. Looks like there should be one right there, but there's not. So, All right, so you got an unlit lightsaber that you can't put anywhere. Can't hang it on his belt, so it's a little bit silly. And what else do we have? Get a blaster. Nice little blaster, so uncivilized. Obi-Wan would never use a blaster. But he does use the blaster on the show. And that goes right into the slot there. So he has a nice little blaster that he can hold on his belt. Another option for weapon. And then they gave us 2 versions of Lola. You know what they should have done is they should have given, instead of Lola, this is little kid Princess Leia's droid. They should have given us a little Princess Leia. That would have been a nice 2-pack. You know, instead of this little Lola droid, but it's pretty cool. I like how they created this character, because Carrie Fisher actually had a little parrot named Lola. Is it Lola? Am I saying it right? Jeez, oh man. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's Lola. But Carrie Fisher had a parrot named, I believe it's Lola, like this droid. So, anyhow, if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. He's a really good figure. Once again, there he is compared to Episode 3. Very nice. Love Ewan McGregor. God bless you all. Peace.